Hi everybody, this is Phil Stewart from Hybrid Me. Now we're doing a short video today on a very exciting new product for the simulator market, the FlightScope Mevo Plus. It's exciting for a number of reasons. One is the simple fact that the price point is $2,000 in the US, that's less than £2,000 in the UK, which there really isn't anything in that kind of price range in the launch monitor market. Other than Skytrack, which is a little bit more expensive. And the package, the overall package in terms of kind of value you can get from this system could be huge. It can be used in both indoor and outdoor environments. It's radar based, so certainly in an outdoor situation, radar is kind of the de facto standard, kind of the gold standard, it would seem, but can also be used in indoor environments for simulator usage, as well as including a whole range of software apps, which again I'll briefly talk about shortly in this. Without further ado, I'm going to see what's inside the box. As soon as you receive this and open it up, you get a very nice little FlightScope logo and signature. You get a lovely case inside. So this gives you an indication already of the size of the unit. It's very thin. It's got everything you need in there to be able to take it away and run and put it in your golf bag and take it out on the course. It's got a battery included as part of the Mevo Plus, where you get between an hour and a half and 2 hours worth of usage, which I think for most people will be more than sufficient at the range. Obviously it can be plugged in and get longer runs in other environments. If we open it up, we have a few little things inside. We've got a little microfiber cloth, which is, I guess it's got the little ends just to keep it nice and clean. There is a quick start guide, just talking about the setup and emphasising on how far the FlightScope should be behind. There's some metallic dots. They are important for being able to place a metallic dot on the golf ball you're using to be able to get more accurate spin numbers when you're using it within an indoor environment. Outside, you don't need to put the dot on, and there are no concerns I have around the dot chewing up any impact screens. I've not seen that, and I've asked people before who've used them for some time, and they've certainly told me that it's not been the case. So, that again, that's great news. There's a little template, which is what you place on top of the FlightScope to be able to align it for simulator usage where you need to support putting. But in general usage and where you're going to be using the FlightScope apps, you've got this lovely little unit here, really portable, looks very premium. It's got a QR code on the back. You can simply use your phone to zap the QR code, and that will enable you to quickly connect as part of the setup. It's got the kickstand at the back, which again allows you to just set the angle that it's going to stand up at. The putting angle is actually a little bit narrower than how you would have to have it opened when you're going to be using the FlightScope apps. But again, it's just screaming a premium product there. Looks great. Comes with a relatively small, at the moment, though I believe there may be plans to provide longer cables, micro USB charger, and the power source. Now, it is a 5 volt, 2.5 amp. The advice I've been given is that we must use this and not use any third party charger, but it is 2.5 amps, 5 volts. So hopefully FlightScope can issue guidance. Don't take my word on this, but I would hope that any kind of iPad or the higher ampage chargers would be able to charge this sufficiently without causing damage. But as it stands, the advice is you must use the adapter that's in the box, obviously with a continental adapter to support the UK plugs. And as I say, it's great. So talking about what kind of comes with the Mevo Plus, well, included, you get a FlightScope app that you can download free of charge. You can register on myflightscope.com, I believe. I should double check that. Create a free account. You can then use that account to log into the FlightScope app, and any data that you start recording as part of your practice sessions will be available on the website, so you can go back and analyze those numbers. You also, as part of that app, have some great features where you could mount your iPhone or your iPad on a tripod at the side of your hitting position so you can see your shot. And the FlightScope will actually be able to trigger the camera and record a video of your shot for every shot on the practice range. So when you look and you hit one that's particularly good or particularly bad, you can go back and analyze the video. And it also supports slow motion if you've got one of the phones that supports the super slow-mo. So you can really get down to a real level of analysing that swing and being able to look back on those shots. So that's fantastic. There's another app you can download, which is the FlightScope Skills app. The FlightScope Skills app is where you can go and practice a lot of kind of target-based practice drills. It's got combines, there's leaderboards where you can kind of take part in other people's setups and try and achieve a score on the leaderboard, and it'll rate you. But there's create a custom practice tool, which is fantastic, where you can go in there and then you can select how many shots, how many targets. You can choose how big the balls are, how big are the outer sections are, and what kind of points you get. So you can set up what kind of distances you want to practice on. You can also set up thresholds on the data. So I want to be hitting shots with ball swing or maybe certain speed credentials or launch angles between a certain number and another number. And as you're hitting shots, it will show with a green light or red light whether you're achieving the goals that you've set. So again, both of those together give you a huge amount of capability to practice and work on and refine your golf swing based on the numbers you're getting back for the Mevo Plus. The third element, which is also very big, is the E6 Connect. E6 Connect is proper full simulation software. And the beauty of it is, given that this is at the relatively low end of on the price point, is that you actually get an E6 license, which you can run, I believe, on PC as well. Well, yes, you can run it on PC, as well as the iPad or iPhone app, where you can play E6 Connect, and you also get 5 courses included as well as a range. So within E6 Connect, you could be loading up courses and having multiplayer games with friends, and you're getting the full driving, approach greens. And the Mevo Plus will support putting and chipping. Again, as part of a video where we're comparing the data, we will talk about those areas. But when you consider the price point of around the £1,800 mark, that is a lot of stuff you're getting for your money. The fact that you can use the Mevo Plus outdoors, within a indoor setting, possibly with some caveats around that, and again, our videos will hopefully showcase that, really shows that this is you get a lot of bang for your buck, I think the phrase is, or a lot of value for money from the FlightScope. And as I say, incredibly impressed with the premium look. Thanks to the guys, Ian and Malcolm McKenzie at Mia Sports Technology, for being able to allow us to do this video. And certainly it is a new product in the market. There may be updates coming. If there are any updates that arrive, we'll be making a note of that within the videos we've put out there to reflect any of those updates that have been produced. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hi everyone, Phil and Shane back. This is part 2 of our Mevo Plus comparison with GC2 and HMT. We did a long video earlier where we hit lots of shots. In general, the numbers stacked up very well, as we've seen also on other videos people have done. However, one of the important numbers is spin access. And we saw odd things. Odd things, especially for simulation. When we went on the E6 Connect app, we were seeing almost opposite side spin. So you'd hit one on GC2 that said 1,000 left, and it was almost 1,500 right, or just opposites. And ball flight sometimes would be matching what the GC2 said, but then the ball flight on E6 Connect didn't actually match the side spin number that it was showing. So it would show it was a big left spin, but the ball would finish right of the fairway, having started fairly straight. We don't know if it's a bug in the software.
It must be a software thing.
An early thing with the we appreciate this is brand new as a device, and there may be teething. So we've gone back to the FlightScope app. We're running a session in the top left where we'll be able to see just the top down ball flight, the shape, and you'll be able to see on the FlightScope app there's also a top view again showing the shape. So this is just to give you a visual idea, because we didn't do it on the early video, of the shot shape and what the difference in spin axis means.
So we've got 7, I've got 7 iron, we've got 7 iron selected.
Correct.
I think, yeah.
We don't, by the way, we haven't got it selected on, that's fine. Let me select it here.
There, 7 iron. So we know we've got all the right.
We've got it.
Yeah,
so good to go.
Carry is 171.4 yards.
So backspin 5698. Oh, no, we're looking at backspin, we're looking at total. Let me open this up a bit so I can actually read it.
And top down, look at the top down, how's that?
Very similar.
Very similar, yeah.
Cool. Spin axis 1.5 minus 1.5.
1.5,
3 right.
1.3 right, sorry, yeah.
So slightly different because that was a.
So the 6 point.
So it's actually a draw. This is saying it's a little draw. GC2 is just a tiny
and
bit of draw.
offline that's showing as 1.5 left, whereas FlightScope is saying 6.6 right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's kind of
Anyway,
similar.
that's showing left. Where's it showing left?
Oh no, I'm looking at that minus 1.5, 1.3 right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
1.3 right.
Yeah. Let's do some shape.
Carry is 177.5 yards.
So spin axis is 6.4 left on the Mevo plus. It'll be more on here. 12 left, so it's kind of got half it, but it does have that correct. Now, ball flight couldn't be more different again.
Oh, really?
I mean, this is down to the
Algorithms,
software
I
and
guess,
algorithms, but you can see on the GC2 that's actually ended up slightly.
What's that? 1.8 left.
Slightly left. Here, it stayed outright.
Oh wow, yeah. They're really right. 15 right. And that's like draw spin.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And that's just yeah.
So it's that for simulation
That's
thing.
less
isn't
spin, bring it back.
We are short indoor mode.
Yeah, that might be a limiting factor.
Could be some of it.
Carry is 170.7 yards.
So there we go. That one's showing a.
It's just a little fadey flight.
Yeah, little fadey. And that one's.
4.4 right.
And that's similar, I think. That's the spin axis 5.1 right.
Yeah, similar shot shape from top down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.4 height, 5.1, 6,000 spin, 6,000 spin. That's good.
Yeah.
Very similar there. Let me get my glove on. I better hit some at some point.
Yeah, I'll hit one more with this.
No, okay. Try it not really well.
Carry is 181.3 yards.
So that's got 536 draw, which is spin axis of 5.4 left.
Yeah.
And this is showing a spin axis of 1.4 right. So once again, massive difference in where that ball was ending up.
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, again, big difference there.
Okay, if you want to step 3 wood, I'll hit a few 3 woods.
22 right. What does that say right?
Offline, 8.7.
22 right, so that's big, yeah. Sorry, 3 wood?
3 wood, yeah. I was hitting it better earlier, but we'll see.
Ready. Carry is 224.8 yards.
So that's big again.
That's pretty straight.
21 degree spin axis right.
21?
Yeah.
And this is like 1.7 left.
Yeah.
So that's a massive slice.
That's a massive slice. Yeah, that's gone
I mean, it
offline, that's gone 26 yards right.
There's no way that was like.
No, that's pure, wasn't it? Yeah. 237 carry, 0.9 offline.
That's left.
Carry is 213.6
Just a
yards.
lovely little fade down the middle.
It's not fading. 6.2 left.
Wow.
Spin axis, what's that? 6.2 left. 9 right. I mean, again.
And again, that's finished.
They won't
4.5
finish
right.
apart. If I was approaching green with water on one
Yeah,
side.
you'd be in the water, but you'd, yeah.
Yeah, that makes the difference. The spin reading makes a difference between. Alright, look, one more.
Carry is 226.1 yards.
Didn't feel like I did, but 11.6 right. 16, I mean, that's natural. That's natural.
16 right, that's finished.
11.6 right, and that's showing spin axis 18 right. That's about right.
Yeah.
Didn't hit it. I'll hit one more. But we get the idea. I think you.
Yeah, we get the idea from
The
that.
purpose of this video is just to kind of show. Oh, that's going to
Carry is 213.8 yards.
tired swing, that is.
Ready.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do on the side.
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad, that one.
So again, that's reading at 11
28
right.
yards right, 28 yards right, and 33 yards right. So that's not too far off.
That's 11 right and 36 right.
36 right. Wow.
So yeah, that's our instincts at the moment are, let's say, spin access on short interval mode.
It might be just short interval mode.
That
is all we can do.
Well, that's what we.
And that is what a lot of
The
people
only way
are.
we could do more, if we have room to do a longer hitting, you'd be bringing in an enclosure that needs to come deeper. I mean, not many people have the luxury of having that big space. So, you know, we wanted to use it on the kind of mode that I think the
majority of people are going to have. Yeah, they're not going to have that space at their disposal. And we are testing it in the sim environment, aren't we? We're not. I'd say we're not interested in what it's doing outdoors. Of course, we would be, but we are here testing indoors.
Carry is 248.5 yards.
So spin axis 14 right, spin axis 8 right, spin number 3200. Oh, we haven't selected right, you did, yeah.
I did, yeah.
3200, 3600. I mean, like I said, the other numbers.
Yeah.
Vertical launch 16.7, 15.7, really consistent.
Draw one down there, see what happens to draw.
Carry is 240.2 yards.
That's good. So side spin is 49, meaning spin axis is just minus 1.3. And spin axis 11 left on the Mevo.
Wow.
And you were playing for a draw, so.
Yeah, I didn't left the face open.
Maybe yes.
2 degrees left the face open.
Guys, spin numbers are big, so different there. 2, that might be good. 2,200 on GC2 and 3,300.
Wow.
So that's
good.
Huge,
yeah. And where did that go on
Mevo? You got a draw. Yeah, you got a bit of draw on Mevo.
It didn't feel like a draw. It felt like
Carry is 245.3 yards.
Spin axis 11 right, this is a big slice.
Oh wow!
This is showing a big slice.
That's a high toe draw.
Oh, did it? Yeah, I did read it.
I didn't read it because I heard it.
I mean, look at that. That's ending how far right?
How far right is that ending
out?
33 yards
33 yards right.
Versus 20 yards. They're 50 yards difference.
Between them on the same shot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right.
You're gonna hit some drums, or are you done, or?
I'll hit a couple. And that will be where we at this stage conclude this. Now, we would happily do more testing. Happily take any suggestions on board from FlightScope. If there's something that we're not aware of, please let us know.
And again, I will stress, we spent a ton of time setting everything up and making sure that we had no errors on alignment or anything. So
that's going mild for me.
I'm pretty confident we can say it's all
263 fade. I've never in my life hit one.
All set up properly.
Yeah, I think. So what was that? That was
6.2 left.
1.7 right. I mean, that was a slice. I mean, that's drawn. Look at that.
Yeah, 17.7 left.
They couldn't be more different again.
Backspin.
They couldn't be more different.
See about 2658, 2698.
Carry is 239.9 yards.
That's a hook. 20. Yeah, that's low spin,
left.
and it's 24 left spin access.
13.4, and only gone 16 yards off line.
Yeah, so those two were a bit closer.
Yeah.
But you know, the one before was a massive fade.
Yeah.
And it read it as a draw. And I've just thought something. And no, it won't be. I was just thinking the T's, but we didn't eliminate that.
Carry is 246.
12.7 right, spin axis.
10.5 right, yeah, it's not bad.
That's not bad, not bad.
It's just the odd.
So I think we can carry on and hitting, and we've done it earlier. It shows a lot of promise.
It does.
In the right situations, and perhaps that indoor mode will be different.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
I'd love to get a longer time period to test it out.
Yeah.
Get suggestions, but unfortunately it has to be returned. And please issue any comments. Let us know what you think, and we'll do our best to respond accordingly. If you have watched that hour and a half earlier, well done.
Well done.
It
was a marathon.
It was a medal.
Yep.
And once again, as I said, thanks to Ian and Malcolm for getting us the unit. Really appreciate that.
Really do appreciate that. Yeah.
That is enough. We're going to chill out and
we're going to play some golf now.
Play some golf now.
Have some fun.
Goodbye.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye.